From when I was growing up until now, I never thought culture was very important in my life. My dad's side of the family is Polish and my mom's is German. We never ate liver, schnitzel, or pierogi. No one in the family still alive spoke either language, and no one practiced any heritage customs or traditions. We never shopped at Polish or German food stores or celebrated any German or Polish holidays. The closest to culture I got was being pushed into Christianity at an early age. My mom's side of the family is devout Christian. However, going to church bored me, and I was not part of the faith for very long. We never had a strong sense of culture in my family. However, while visiting the community surrounding Rogers Street Academy, I could tell culture was important there. Before I reached the school, I passed 2 barbecues with a lot of people singing and dancing. Even with the windows closed, I could hear Mexican music being played and the people singing along. One party even had a piñata. As soon as I stepped out of the car, I noticed the announcement sign in front of the school was written in Spanish. Not English and Spanish, just Spanish. I figured the message was in Spanish because the school was trying to get the message across to the parents of the students. I also noticed a mural in front of the school. I wonder if the students were inspired by their culture when creating the mural. One of the faces caught my eye. I thought this one was special. While I was taking pictures, a couple walked by me and I could overhear them talking in Spanish. The man was wearing a soccer jersey that was from the Mexican national team. This showed me when he came from was still important to him. Next, I was walking around by the playground when I noticed there were 2 different hopscotch tracks. One track had the usual 1, 2, 3 layout, while the other track read uno, dos, tres. I believe the hopscotch tracks were put there not only to help the students learn to count, but to preserve their culture as well. While walking around the neighborhood, I noticed a few houses had Mexican flags flying outside. I also noticed a lot of American flags as well. What I thought was of particular significance was the house that had both American and Mexican flags up. It made me think not only where they live is important to them, but also where they came from is important to them as well. On my way out of the neighborhood, I observed several grocery stores and restaurants with Mexican names. I stopped inside one grocery store and found nearly half an aisle carrying nothing but hot sauces. I also noticed this grocery store had a lot of beans, rice, tortillas, chicken, a Mexican soda brand, Jarritos, and one kind of food that caught my eye, fried ice cream. The store also carried 7 different kinds of beer. 6 of them were Mexican beers. Right next to the cash register was a food stand that sold snacks. I bought one that consisted of a mixture of corn, butter, cheese, and hot seasoning. It surprised me how important culture seemed to be to those living in the neighborhood around Rogers Street Academy. Everything from the language, to the playground, to the clothing, to the food, all played a significant role in their culture. I wonder what it would have been like if I grew up with a devotion as strong as theirs to my culture.